Well, Glyn Hodges, it's our final home game before Christmas this Saturday against Doncaster. What would it mean to get the fans an early Christmas present of 3 points?
Yeah, we'd all take it. I think we'd all like the Christmas present. So it's a good one. Again, after it's the third game, it's third time in 7 games we playing them. So I thought we did well in first cup games, and unlucky not to beat them. So the players are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully there's a big crowd and the fans get behind us, and we can get it over the line.
You mentioned it there. Does it help that we have played them twice before in recent times?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it helped them as well, I should think. But we know what we're up against. We know we know what caused their downfall. And we know what caused them problems. So it's basically all about working on our strengths and exploiting their weaknesses. So yeah, it's a good one.
And you spoke after that first game really enthusiastically about the performance. You were delighted with it for 70 minutes. What confidence can we take from that?
Well, I think just going back for that game, I think we've had some good performances. I think the different types of performances. The Gillingham game was obviously more of a toe-to-toe battle, and obviously the Bolton the weekend was another different type of game. But I think we're mixing our game up well and having chances to win games, and that's key. So whether it's Doncaster, whether it's at home, we aim to win.
Certainly been a real upsurge in form since you took charge. 4 wins, 2 draws and 3 defeats. How would you assess your 2 months in charge so far?
Yeah, I know, I've been pleased. I mean, when I first took over, the initial remit was to improve the position. I would get some points on the board, because we thought that Wally might return, and then after that it's we just keep going and look upwards instead of downwards. We've got some good players. It's just instilling a little bit of belief, and it's important that we pick up points. Hopefully we're on top, but if we go away under pressure, we can still do that. It takes all sorts of performances to get the points over, but it's just building that momentum and getting the lads confidence, and like I say, just looking forward.
What would you say have been key challenges for you so far as a manager?
Well, I mean, initially there a lot of injuries. I think we had 7 or 8 injuries over the last couple of weeks, and we're getting them back in. Other than that, it is just maybe changing, tweaking what I want to do a little bit different from Wally. So we're just playing slightly different, and it's just getting them points across, getting that style across, and working every day on how I want to play and how we want to shape up in each game. We've got to have a certain way of playing. Everyone's got to buy into it because of the injuries. Everyone's, you're changing the team. You're changing the team quite a lot. So they've all got to understand and know that everyone's on the same song sheet.
How important is it that we've moved down to that bottom 4? Because a while ago we hadn't won a game and it looked like we could be slogged in there.
Yeah, I mean it's massively important again. So we look up. Before it was openly looking at what the points gap was, and can we go on a run to get that points gap. Now we're trying to make that gap as big as possible for them ones who are doing the same position as we once was, but we're looking at the ones above us, so we know who's the next one. Can we catch the next one above that, and the one above that, and the one above that? So with the run of games we got, we're open to do that, and to keep trying to move up that league.
Team news, how are we shaping up? Anthony Wordsworth, Michael Falevi, players like that?
Yeah, they're not. I think they're going to make it. They're on the grass. They're on the grass. Well, Woody's on the grass. Michael's not. But we know it was hope for him from last week. But he's just going on a little bit longer than we would have liked. But it's good to have Rod McDonald and Anna Roscoe. They were on the bench last week, so it's good to have them in there in contention this weekend. Obviously, Quezzy's not quite ready, and Will be a little bit later in the new year.
How are those players getting on, Will and Quezzy?
Yeah, well, I've seen Will. Will came in the other day. I've not seen Quezzy. He had a little break away, and I think he's in now working on. But I think Quezzy's timeline is around about 6 weeks. Hopefully soon, if he's a quick healer. So I'm assuming now. I think probably about 2 and a bit weeks into that. So maybe early in January he could be back again. You
mentioned Adam Roscoe there. He has another run out in midweek. Yeah. How's he shaping up, and also some of the young talents potentially putting themselves forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good that Adams. It's time that he's come back. Obviously, with Michael and Quezzy out, they've only got 2 fit centre forwards with Marcus and Pig. So now Adams back in the mix. So that gives us other options on the bench. So it'd be nice if I'd ever one to pick from. But like I said, it's everyone mucks in. Some people might play out of positions, but they're ready to have a go and ready for the fight.
more generally, the youngsters, they're through in 2 cup competitions. What have you made of their progress?
No, great. I mean, I think the way we're doing it, was we instigated the fact that we'll disband the 23s league programme because it wasn't productive enough. We've seen a new way that they can get out and play men's football, and they can also come back and play in that competition. So that also adds to the FA Youth Cup as well. Some of them boys are out on loan, they can come back and play in the Youth Cup. So it's all part of the development, and they're playing men's football, which sometimes that's a little way away if you're still in M23. So we're happy with the way they're doing, and they're putting out some good performances and all sorts of goals coming. I think Rudy scored with a header on Tuesday, which is unbelievable. But apparently he tells me he's good in the air.
Yeah.
So it's great, and hopefully they stay in there for as long as possible, and we progress and win one of them cups.
We had just a few weeks before Christmas 367 fans at Bolton. What role can they play in this home game coming up?
No, I thought it was terrific that we travelled up there, and it looked like we had the game won until we had injury time or whatever you want to call it. So they probably went home as disappointed as we did. But it's back at home. It's the last one before Christmas, so I hope they're not doing their Christmas shopping and they all turn out and get behind the boys and let's see what we can do. We'll be giving it 110%. The boys are ready. And looking forward to the challenge.
Okay, let's hope so. Let's get a win on Saturday. Thanks, Glyn.
Thank you, cheers, thank you.